Paranormal events are generally everywhere, just as this YouTube channel, A Great Lamix, uploaded strange pictures taken in the office. At that time, the location captured on the TV was the office of a tire factory. A man was concentrating on working documents. Suddenly, the chair in the lower right corner of the picture moved by itself. The man looked at the chair and after a while, he couldn't sit still. He quickly stood up and walked out of the office. What do you think is going on? Can you imagine paranormal events happening in the office where you usually work? Close the TV to capture the man working hard in the office, but it also captured supernatural pictures. At first, a carton on the ground suddenly slid under the table, and the man was completely unaware of it at that time. After a while, the sofa chair behind her suddenly slid to the pile of cartons, knocking all the cartons into a mess. The man was startled and quickly got up to check. It can be seen in the picture that she was completely at a loss, but she still dedicated herself to sorting out the scene and continuing to work. Just when he thought all was perfectly fine, a carton unexpectedly soared onto his desk, startling him into bouncing off his chair in fear. Could this truly be the work of supernatural forces? There's an account named Cody Aaron 725 at the top of the ladder who posted these videos about haunting the office.
Okay, you guys, so this is the door that moves on a thumb, and that's the chair that moves on. It's on, and there's absolutely nothing here at all this time. I haven't observed any activity. The current time is 9:46, and usually by now everything transpires, yet today nothing seems to be occurring.
The man stayed in the office until the night, and an employee told the man that the office was haunted, so he stayed in the office until the night. But nothing happened to him, so the man planned to leave. Looking carefully at the video, we can see that when the man sued himself, a female ghost appeared behind him.
There was way more people than what's usually here today, so I kind of guess maybe that's what IT is, and I'm just going to call it a day. Tomorrow I intend to commence again maybe and see what unfolds. Well, all right then. I'm the only one here right now and the door just closed. On its own.
After switching off the room's lights, the briefcase went toward the door intending to depart, which was behind him and surprisingly shut on its own. The man identified himself as a gas engineer in the office, so he returned to check once again, but found no one else in the room.
Okay, so I'm here by myself. All these green lights means that there's no motion, right? Look around carefully in this room. What in the world is happening? Is insane. I have never seen something like this. This is located directly next to me in the subsequent room. Do you notice that it has disappeared? What in the world is going on? Okay. I'm going right now. I must find out what this is all about. Observe closely and take a look. This is the system for detecting motion in this room. There I am appearing on the screen. There's no motion to take. Look, it's moving, and there's no motion detection right there. That is nuts. Look at that. Let's do it. All right, yes, I definitely need assistance for this. I cannot handle this alone. I promised him that I would do this, but there's going to have to be more people here besides me.
When he went to the monitoring room to check the video, he found that there was something shaking in the dark on the numbered 6 camera, but the camera with dynamic sensing didn't show that there was something moving in the room, which made the man feel suspicious. So he went to the room to check, just when the man was about to step into the room. But a terrible voice came from inside, telling her to leave the frightened man and leave the office immediately. This time the camera in the lounge captured the door of the refrigerator, opened it by itself, closed it for a while, and then it completely opened by itself, and there was the sound of things falling to the ground.
That chair suddenly moved and I captured it on film.
The quotation camera of the Is Awesome surveillance system also has an abnormally deserted room. The office chair actually rotates by itself. The number 2 camera caught the chair moving by itself.
Whatever was here in the room the other night that screamed at me, could you please move the soccer ball for me right now? If you do not move the ball or move something here right now, we're going to leave and then you're going to be here on your own. I need you to do it right now. It's only response to me. We're going to leave, okay? We're going. Bye. Come back. Hey, I told you, man.
The man didn't leave the office immediately. Instead, he found a friend to witness and went back to the office to observe. The man asked to move the football or something on the ground to prove its existence, but nothing moved in the room. The man's friend thought he was playing fun with himself and wanted to turn around and leave, but the man begged her. After that, they checked the surveillance road together when they found that the ball in the room rolled by itself, which also proved that the office was really haunted.
I'll start again at RM80 and we'll see what happens. Yes, I really think I need so.
There is an account named Wuju Paranormal Team on Facebook which uploaded this horrible video. That night, a woman was working overtime alone in the office. On the surveillance road, she could see a chair behind him moving by herself. The chair moved several times before the woman noticed something unusual about the chair, but he ignored the continued work. The bottle on the left side of the woman fell down by itself, which startled the woman. She got up and picked up the bottle, put her back on the table and started working again. After that, the chair you only sit on seems to be pulled by someone, and you step back by yourself. Observe the monitoring route carefully, and you can see a vague shadow behind you. After this, the woman had to leave her work and leave the office. The manager of 4 nursing homes will take care of not only residents, but also patients with autism and learning disabilities in his place of work. Their institution is located in Gloucestershire, England. Recently, a staff member complained to him that a strange sound appeared at midnight. He decided to take his own vocational class to find out the strange sound.
Stop right at the door, Chip. What is it? What is that? So it's moving and fuck right in front of me. Top and right by the door. What is that thing? Oh my god, what is that? This is where I was sat when I videoed IT. Tell you sit in the same place. That's the door where you bought from off the light store there, but the Shadow Origin King from this wall where that wall is just, there was a doorway which LED to the flat.
It happened one night in Andy's vocational class when he was alone in the staff dormitory. Suddenly he heard a strange sound near the door. First he saw something unknown appear just at the top of the door. Then a shadow like a little boy flashed in front of him, and then a shadow like a human appeared and immediately disappeared.
Oh my god, what is that thing?
Andy went back to the dormitory of difficult employees in the morning to check. She felt that the shadow that appeared on the door at night should have been shot from the wall next to it, and there was a door in front of that wall which was sealed because she had to change positions. Andy said that there used to be a woman living next door to the staff dormitory, and that woman passed away last year on 17, and she used this sealed door to get in and out before her death.
Stuff, what could that be?
There is a horror video on YouTube which was uploaded by a person named Really Low. She's a desk staff of a hotel which was built in 1970.
Work back here, and then I walk to the back to grab a stapler and I hear keys fall. And oh my gosh, I'm so freaking scared right now. I walked out here, and this is the breakfast report right here, and I put the keys with IT, and when I walked away, the keys freaking fell by themselves. I don't know if I set them like on the edge or what, but they felt freaking the crap out of people. Oh my gosh, the paper suddenly moved.
Really, at that time he was on night shift, and something strange happened at the service desk where he worked. At 2:55 in the morning, Really said that she was originally doing something at the service desk. When she went to the rear office to pick up the weapon, she heard the sound of the key falling. Really, she went back to the service desk and explained that she had originally put the key on the breakfast list. Just after she left, the key fell to the ground.
It's moving again.
It makes you think that it may be a problem with the angle of the desktop that causes the key to drop, but it's scary. After that, Really saw the paper on the service desk move, and then another stack of paper fell from the service desk. Rui said that she had never experienced the supernatural world. Except for the coincidence of working in a hotel, this video was filmed on the day of her late father's birthday. Maybe Really's father wanted to get in touch with her, or would just fall, just because the hotel air conditioning was too strong. There is a channel on the Sun and Earth called Greek Synergy which uploaded this weird video in November 2017. At night, the man stayed alone in the company to work overtime, and an alarm suddenly came from the quiet office. The man immediately got up and checked the entrance, but didn't see anything. He thought it was the alarm failure, so he didn't pay much attention to it and went back to his seat to continue working. At the same time, on another surveillance road, a door was photographed closing itself as if something had entered. After this, there was the sound of things falling around. After a while, the surveillance video captured the man running to the exit at a fast speed and leaving the office. After the man left, he could see a door, open it and close it by himself. Why do you want to leave in a hurry? Can you find the answer from the monitoring road? It turned out that after the sound of things falling before, the man went in the direction of the sound to check. At the same time, you can see that the lights in the room next to the foosball are turned on. The man walks into the room with the lights on and checks that he picks up the things on the ground. He thinks the sound is caused by the falling of this thing, and there is no one else in the room, so he turns off the lights. As soon as he turned and left, suddenly the door closed by itself, and at the same time the chair on the side moved by itself. My son was scared by this situation and immediately took out the office. After my son left, the light in the room lit up again, and then the door opened by itself. At this time, he could reflect from the glass on the door and see a dark figure in the room. And another surveillance recording also captured a figure in the room. What do you think this is? There's a YouTube channel called Scariest Crazy Close Route that uploaded this horrible video.
So this tiny thing is what was just flickering, and if you can make that flicker again.
At that time, the man in the studio was telling his friends that the tuner was suddenly placed on the lid of the trash can in the corner, but he opened it himself. Stop!
You do that. Did you do something? No. Tufangasting. Jesus, do it.
I came.
When they returned, both came back together. How did you manage to return? How did they go off? What, dude? Are you actually serious right now? Look.
I remembered the unknown noise. After that, Kongshan turned it off by himself. The man was startled at first, then turned on the fan again. At this time, the trash can lid turned up again.
There isn't any way to escape, and there's no alternative.
We are trapped in this small task of labor.